Good morning, children. As we have completed scene 3 of lesson 17, Learning to be a Lady, today we are going to start scene 4. So now let's begin with it. The spotlight goes off, the servants disappear, and the lights come up again in the study. Eliza is seated in the wing chair. Higgins has drawn up the stool and is facing her. Small box of marbles in his hand, he is placing them in her mouth. Higgins, 4, 5, 6 marbles. There we are. He holds up a slip of paper. Now, I want you to read this and enunciate each word just as if the marbles were not in your mouth. Enunciate means pronounce clearly. With blackest moss, the flower pots were thickly crusted, one and all, each word clear as a bell. He gives her the paper. Eliza unintelligibly means in a way that cannot be understood. With blackest moss, the flower pots, I can't. Pickering from the sofa. I say, Higgins, are those pebbles really necessary? Higgins, if they were necessary for Demosthenes means Greek orator who used to practice speaking with pebbles in his mouth. They are necessary for Eliza Doolittle. Go on, Eliza. Eliza trying again with no better results. With blackest moss, the flower pots were thickly crusted, one and all. Higgins, I cannot understand a word, not a word. Eliza, her anger coming through the marbles and flower pots. With blackest moss, the flower pots were thickly crusted, one and all. The rusted nails fell from the knots that held the pair. Pickering. Soon after she has begun. I say, Higgins, perhaps the poem is too difficult for the girl. Why don't you try a simpler one like The Owl and the Pussycat? Oh, yes, that's a charming one. Higgins, bellowing, means shouting. Pickering. I cannot hear the girl. Eliza gaps and takes the marbles out of her mouth. What's the matter? Why did you stop? Eliza, I swallowed one. Higgins, oh, don't worry, I have plenty more. Open your mouth. The light go out and into the spotlight again appear the servants singing. Quiet, Professor Higgins. Right, Professor Higgins. Here are play or play JV. Will quiet, Professor Higgins. Ah, not I. Oh, not oh. Pounding, pounding in your brain. Ah, not I. Oh, not oh. Don't say rain, say rain. Now, children, we will start scene 5 and see what happens next with Eliza. The spotlight goes off, the servants disappear, and the lights come up again in the study. Eliza is draped weirdly, means lying tiredly on the sofa. Pickering is half asleep in the wing chair. Higgins is seated at his desk, an ice bag on his head. The grey light outside the windows indicates the early hours of the morning. Higgins wearily. Wearily means lying tiredly. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Eliza, I can't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Pickering half asleep. Oh, for God's sake, Higgins, it must be 3 o'clock in the morning. Do be responsible. Higgins rising. I'm always responsible. Eliza, if I can go on with a blistering headache, you can. Eliza, I have a headache too. Higgins, here. He plops the ice bag on her head. She takes it off her head and buries her face in her hands, exhausted to the point of tears. With sudden gentleness, Eliza, I know you are tired. I know your head aches. I know your nerves are as raw as meat in the butcher's window. But think what you are trying to accomplish. Accomplish means master. He sits next to her on the sofa. Think what you are dealing with. The majesty and grandeur means greatness of the English language. It's the greatest possession we have, the noblest sentiments that ever flowed in the hearts of men are contained in its extraordinary, imaginative, and musical mixtures of sounds. That's why what you have set yourself to conquer, Eliza, and conquer it you will. He rises, goes to the chair behind his desk, and seats himself heavily. Now try it again, Eliza, slowly. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Higgins, sitting up. What was that? Eliza, the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Higgins, rising, unbelieving. Again, Eliza, the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Higgins, to Pickering, I think she's got it. I think she's got it. Eliza, the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Higgins triumphantly. By George. By George means an exclamation to express surprise or happiness. She's got it. By George, she got it. Now, once again, where does it rain? On the plain, on the plain. Higgins. And where's that soggy plain? In Spain, in Spain. Pickering jumps to his feet and the three sings out joyously. Means with joy. The three. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Higgins walks excitedly to the xylophone. Higgins in Hertford, Hereford, and Hemisphere. Eliza, hurricanes hardly happen. Higgins taps out. How kind of you to let me come. Eliza, how kind of you to let me come. Higgins putting down the mallet and turning back to her. Now, once again, where does it rain? On the plain, on the plain. Higgins, and where that plains? In Spain, in Spain. The three. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Like that, joy and victory. Higgins takes a handkerchief from his pocket and waves it in front of Pickering, who changes at it like the finest bull in Spain. Higgins turns and grabs Eliza, and they do a few awkward tango. Tango means a fast South American dance. Steps while Pickering jumps around like a flamenco. Flamenco means a Spanish dance. Dancer shouting Viva. Viva means a Spanish word shouted to show approval of someone or something. Higgins Viva. Higgins swings Eliza onto the sofa and joins Pickering in a bit of heel clicking. Heel clicking means a dance step. Eliza jumps down from the sofa. They threw themselves into a wild jig. Jig means a quick, lively dance, and then all collapse back upon the sofa and gulch in laughter. Like that, the curtain falls, and Professor Higgins finally completed his task. And what he tries how to teach Eliza, he won his victory like that. So children, I hope that you all have understood this lesson. So you have to recite, you have to read this lesson once again. Thank you.